Spain's Santander could be set for a UK exit. A Reuters source says the firm is weighing options for retail banking in the country. They say that's part of a regular assessment, with scaling back just one possible outcome. Over the weekend, the Financial Times reported that Santander could exit the UK market to focus on higher growth regions, including the US. The report said no deal or announcement was imminent. Santander has been a big player in UK banking since its purchase of the Abbey National Building Society 2 decades ago. Now a separate source says Barclays has discussed buying its business in the country. The talks reportedly broke down amid disagreement over a price for the deal, and it's not clear whether Barclays remains interested. In a statement on the new reports, Santander would only say that the UK remains a core market for it. The bank has previously expressed frustration over doing business in the country. Last March, its UK boss told lawmakers that fierce competition and the complex tax treatment for banks were among major issues. Santander has already scaled back operations in Britain, announcing 1,400 job cuts in October.
U.S. stocks rallied on Friday, with the S&P 500 and Dow notching their biggest weekly percentage gains since early November, and the Nasdaq registering its best week since early December. The Dow gained almost 0.8%, the S&P 500 climbed 1%, and the Nasdaq added 1.5%. Markets are awaiting policy changes from incoming President Donald Trump, who will be sworn in on Monday. Some investors fear his proposed tariffs could rekindle inflation and slow rate cuts from the Federal Reserve. But two benign inflation prints this week eased concerns that inflation would resurge and boosted expectations that the Fed would bump up the timing and size of rate cuts. Other data this week also fueled market optimism, said Chris Konstantinos, chief investment strategist at Riverfront Investment Group.
We had retail sales come in pretty strong. We've seen house prices do pretty well this week. Industrial production was an upside surprise. So you put all this, you put all these data points together, and really what it points to is a bit of a continuation of the Goldilocks theme that we saw for much of 2024, which is very solid economic growth, but not so hot that the Fed put, so to speak, is totally off the table in terms of seeing interest rate cuts here in 2025. So that's a pretty good backdrop for stock investing, in my opinion.
Strong results from big banks this week kicked off earnings season, with the S&P 500 Bank Index up nearly 7% for the week. Among Friday's movers, NVIDIA gained 3% and Broadcom added 3.5% after Barclays raised its price targets on the stocks. Shares of Intel surged 9.25% on speculation of a takeover. And Corvo shot up nearly 14.5% after activist investor Starboard Value disclosed a stake in the chip maker. Markets are closed Monday for the Martin Luther King Jr. Day holiday.